Guys, welcome into Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Tap like and subscribe, please, on the way in. Tonight, we are covering IOTA, one of those projects in crypto. It doesn't quite play ball the same way others do. Now, here's the deal. While most blockchains like XRP's ledger are built on basically a chain of blocks, okay, it's a record of transactions and sequence, of course, IOTA uses something entirely different, and it's called the Tangle. And instead of blocks and minors, it's a type of directed acyclic graph or a DAG. Okay, might sound a little complicated, but here's the deal: DAGs are very interesting. Here's the best, I think, easiest way to subscribe it. To pause. Welcome in. Thanks, man. Uh, Imagine a busy highway, right? Like XRP is kind of the car, you guys. Like every transaction basically needs to pay a toll to go through, right? If we look at it like that, a tiny fee. Basically, if we look at IOTA and two pause, this one's kind of for you and a couple of other ones, right? Fast, cheap, efficient, right? But there's still a small cost no matter what, okay, when it comes to XRP. But IOTA does flip this upside down now, doesn't it? Yes. On its highway, if you want to pay, right, for your car to move forward, you have to help direct two other cars first. That's kind of how it works, okay? Every new transaction must confirm two previous ones, basically. Because of this, okay, there's no need for miners, no central validators, and here's the kicker, no fees, which is nutso. Every transaction's free, which is why IOTA has always been aimed at powering the Internet of Things, like Tupaz had mentioned in the comments earlier in our other episode. You think of it kind of like machines are paying machines for like data, energy, bandwidth, and so forth, right? You're right over the target, Tupaz. You couldn't do that on most blockchains, you guys, because the fees would dog you, okay? So on IOTA, it's just a little bit different, okay, compared to XRP. The trade-offs are important. XRP ledger is designed for regulated finance, obviously, moving billions across borders, right? It thrives on reliability, legal clarity, which is here now, basically, industrial scale, right? IOTA is designed for machine-to-machine micropayments, smart cities, and IoT networks, okay? Its edge is free as fee-free scalability, security. XRP basically, here's the deal. XRP is high-speed rail for global finance, like we said, built to move trillions, right, with stability and compliance and security. But IOTA is kind of like the futuristic smart grid where machines talk to each other. Again, like Tupaz was saying in the comments, tiny transactions that don't make sense anywhere else, but they do on IOTA, right? So both are solving kind of like different problems, right? They are. Both are showing, of course, how diverse the crypto space actually is because they're completely different things. It's so interesting, the difference between IOTA and XRP, and some of the other ones and similarities as well, right? Like XRP, B2B, and XLM, P2P payments. Very interesting stuff. Similarities between a lot of these chains, and then differences between them as well. And Tupaz, thanks for laying that out. And I think the last episode, I think it was Turkey Based that wanted to know about IOTA, wasn't it? Wasn't it Turkey Based 911 in our community who wanted to know about IOTA? Anyway, there you go. That's the quick IOTA rundown. I got reminded of a few things. I'm not being like that, but didn't really teach me anything new. That was not really a deep dive by me. But I can go deeper in our next episode and do more research and lay out a nice little talking point on talk on IOTA. Welcome into Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap that like and subscribe down below now. Don't forget to do that. And don't forget to tap our Caleb link if you don't mind, because it means a lot to us. Thank you so much. I do absolutely appreciate this from you all, and I appreciate y'all. And welcome in. We got Tupaz in. We got Satu in. What's up, Satu? Coming in for the evening cast. And we have a road tax in UK, says Tupaz. Perhaps it will replace it with something similar where you are charged every journey. Interesting. We have it in some of our roads here as well in the US. Depends on what state that you're in, Tupaz. Tupaz says, yes, I am unfamiliar with it. other than what we've talked about, yeah, me too. I don't know a lot about IOTA, which is fine. I mean, come on, all these chains. How are we supposed to know about all these? Although I do hold quite, transparency's sake, I hold quite a bit of IOTA, and I probably should know a little bit more about it, right? Don't we sleep better at night when we know more about our holdings? Um, you know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I like full transparency. I've got IOTA, I've got Algo, obviously XLM, XRP, XDC, HBAR, VChain, Quant, ICP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, blobbity, blobbity, blah, blah, and a bunch of others. But in all sincerity, I would say where we are now with crypto, you guys, at this point in the journey, we should, again, pat ourselves on the back, say thank you to all the YouTube folks, and not me because I wasn't up then, all the YouTube folks that helped me to, keep pushing with the charge, keep thinking, hey, I'm doing the right thing here. I know this makes sense. I'm not making this up. This is a thing. I better get more, not financial advice. I better do more research, capture some nice quantities of some excellent projects out there. Boy, not financial advice. Never buy or sell anything is what I'm saying or doing, right? Because crypto's really risky and dangerous, and you could lose all your money in crypto. So don't buy or sell anything because we say or do, because I'm not a financial advisor. And this is never financial advice when I say that I hold XLM, XRP, XDC, HBAR, VChain, Quant, Algo, IOTA. I'm sorry, Cardano. I always forget you, Cardano. Why do I do that? Full transparency, hold quite a bit of Cardano, not playing games in the crypto space. I did my research way in the heck back and went heavy, right? That's what we do. That's what we do when we want to change our lives for the better and in a monstrous way, right? Isn't that what we do? No, that's what I do. Not we, okay? You guys are on your own. You got to talk to your registered investment advisor about your financial transactions and doings, right? Because I'm not your financial advisor. I am simply a talking head up here and a researcher and so forth. But, I'm not a financial advisor. So if you went ahead and that would be foolhardy if you bought anything because of what I said or did on the channel, right? XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, VChain, IOTA, Algo, Quant, ICP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, ADA, Cardano, and the like. Thank you. Okay. What are we talking about here? I know. Why do I diss ADA? It's not cool, man. Don't diss ADA. Yes, there are too many chains, says Tupac, and even more making grand claims. I know. There are a lot. And when we jumped on top of XRP early and XLM and a few others, I know we all said to ourselves as we get to this point in time, I know Tupac and some of the other, and Sachu and some other folks that are in here, that you said to yourselves, now, wait a minute. There are a few here, I think, that are going to absolutely kill this thing, crush it, if I'm using my good God-given mind and I can see kind of like where the future's going with some of these things. Now, hang on. This is large stuff. So we have a few of these projects that are going to be at $50, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 freaking dollars coming up now. Don't make me get nuts on the channel on a Saturday evening. Oh boy, calm it down. Constantly have to be my own handler and tell myself to calm myself down. I get too excited with this stuff. Guys, this stuff's going to the moon. I think we all know it. I could be moon boy. Why can't I be? I can say that. We know this stuff's going to the moon. We know we made the right moves on the majority of the coins that we chose, the projects we chose, because we all talk about them in here. We know we're correct. We've done the research. We've looked at it year after year after year, okay, at this point, right? With the research, we know we're correct. We know we're over the target. We're being ever vigilant, all of us. I know we are with most of our projects. Most of us in this space with most of our projects are being very vigilant and diligent in making sure that we are staying current and our CEO is not drunk in the gutter somewhere or something, whatever, We're making sure that the project is still moving along and everything is fine and nothing's been set on fire and everything's awesome. Right? Right. With the projects that we chose. Most of us are doing that, have been doing that over the months and years. And as we've been seeing only ever growth in the powerful projects like XRP, XL, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of us, not financial advice, have actually purchased more. Why wouldn't we? Right? So we have bags loaded, those of us who had eyes to see. Nothing wrong. I often say, hey, what are people paying attention to? Well, come on, they're paying attention. It's just people are paying attention to whatever they're paying attention to. Everybody's paying attention to something. It's simply at any given point in time or period of our lives, what are we paying attention to, right? It's kind of what it is. Luckily, you got your eyes on crypto, you guys. Satchu, 2Paws, all you guys in the comments, other folks that are watching. You're into crypto info, blockchain made easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. I slap it down like I see it. That's what I do. I don't give a crap what anybody thinks about me or what I say within reason, right? Within reason. I could give two craps what people say about me. Obviously, you can see how I am. That's where a lot of power lies, of course. I could give two craps what anybody says about me. I don't care. You should see me in the comments. Hilarious. You'll see me bounce back at people when some people say some dumb crap. But I feel like I'm really funny. I try to be as funny as I can, and it's really tough to get through this armor. I have chinks sometimes, but largely, by and large, talk to people who know me, like I've kind of figured out this place. This third rock from the sun, I'm not trying to be like that, but I've figured it out. And I think a couple of my buddies have too, and my wife and a few others that I talk to. We've kind of figured out this third rock from the sun. It's not what everybody says it is. Now, is it? Those who know, right? And crypto is kind of a piece of that. Those who are into crypto have kind of figured out this third rock from the sun, this place called planet Earth. And what happens on this planet, or is it a planned net? Ooh, what's going on in this place of that they love of control here on planet Earth, planned net Earth. Interesting play on words. Yeah. What's going on with this place that likes to keep us ever running for this green dollar at this point, world reserve currency? It was the pounds just a little bit ago, right? What was it, Portugal before that? Come on, run through the system. Run through the history of who had the world reserve currency, the history. Finance is actually very interesting. I thought it would be boring. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of real life, get pen and paper out and actually pull a calculator out. There's a lot of, interesting characters such as I got to do it. My colleagues and I are committed to our dual mandate focus of keeping interest rates below 2% and keeping a very strong, robust labor market, job market. Now, any questions? Dodge. Oh, dipping and moving. Oh, he's dipping and moving. Powell's dipping and moving. Oh, Jerome's dipping and moving you ever listen to the whole thing with the question and answer session with Powell? He's really slick. The dude knows finance, man. You listen to him, he knows literally one word comes out of that reporter's mouth or two. He knows what effing question you're asking and where you're going with it, and he's already ready. Dude, he is literally Muhammad Ali. He's slick. You watch him. Hey, 2Paws and everybody else, you watch Powell in there when he fields the questions? Dude's a master. You would never know that he's doing that. He's totally dodging. Oh boy, is he slick. He's good. And every time you get the throat clear, it's usually kind of like that. That's where the bull crapping comes in, is the throat clear. Yeah, not enough coughs, totally. Every time he coughs, it's like that's when he's bull crapping. It's hilarious. Watch it next time. And you know what we should do? We got to cover the next FOMC meeting live and do that here, like I see everybody do in the crypto space. Why am I not doing that? How hilarious. Let me run commentary over Powell doing that, please, and be hopefully what I would think is going to be actually something very hilarious. That could be one of the funniest freaking podcasts we see on crypto. It could be. All right. I've been known to laugh at my own jokes and think I am hilarious, and everybody's like, you are not funny. My wife in particular, she's like, you're not funny, dude. Like, you think you're funny and you're not. And probably the biggest thing is, guys, people laugh at, it's fine, Go ahead, laugh. Have your laughs. Go ahead, have your laughs. People laugh at me instead of me being, like one of those comedians who's up there and people think their content's funny, right? I'm the one that you're laughing at. And you know what? Blessed be the Lord God Almighty. Who cares? It's fun. Hey, you know what? The result's the same. You still get the laughs done, don't you? That's all we're going for. Hey, you know what? We're about results here on the channel. By the way, yeah. Oh boy, two pauses. I got a couple things to talk about there. I don't know if I can say on the channel. I could say live. Jeez, these people all hang out together. You know what I mean? Nancy and the like, they're all hanging out together. I know, guys, if you're joining us on Crypto Info, I hope some shred of humor is coming across to you here on the channel. A shred, the tiniest shred. If we can have the smallest shred of humor, did you hear that? It sounded like a missile, the way I said shred. It was like, the tiniest bit of humor possible would be just fantastic to provide perhaps a little levity in life, right? Right, because life's tough. Come on, life's tough. Come on. Well, what are we all doing? We're trying to get who is it? Dennis Leary, who said life's little pieces of gratification and satisfaction, because largely life sucks, right? Come on, it's a piece of chocolate cake. It's I can't say certain things. Come on, it's certain things that we enjoy, maybe in the bedroom or something. It's that's it. That's life. It's just a few pieces. It's so true. That's why, or one of the reasons why, when we're into crypto here and we're doing our thing and we know this crap's going to the moon, seriously, we know this stuff's going to the moon, you guys. Come on, let's get real. The toothpaste's out of the tube. The genie's out of the bottle. We're not wrong. We're right. And we all have massive amounts of crypto in the right projects, in my opinion, never financial advice. Two paws, all you guys, we know we're holding massive amounts of this stuff. Let's just say, relatively speaking, compared to kind of like a regular person who kind of gets into crypto and says, oh, let me try the crypto thing. You know what I mean? We went in a little heavier, right? We did. Never financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything is what I say or do, because you absolutely could lose your shirt, your pants, your freaking every gosh dang thing in crypto, right? You can. You really can. I'm not just saying this as a disclaimer. You totally could lose everything in crypto. In my opinion, hard to do that, though, in my opinion, if we're choosing projects that are proper, the ISOs, locking them up in cold, taking our time, relaxing, being patient, DCA, dollar cost averaging, buying, on the steady, buying dips in a massive way, and being careful to, in my opinion, cash out on something like a brokerage like Caleb & Brown, where you actually can cash out on 500K, 700K, $1 million, $2 million, if your stuff's cranking like that, right? That day, right? Because you want to cash it out that day. That next day, the next day, who knows? You might not be up at the top, towards the top of the mountain. Nobody's calling the top. I'm just saying, like, come on. We want to get it on the way up and on the way down the mountain and somewhere near the top, don't we? Don't we want to have like 4, 5, 6 limit orders set, target orders set, right? This next bull run, to be in play and in place, to be ready, because we're wise and we've learned this game of life. Those who are not prepared get caught with, your drawers are at your ankles. You're like, geez. Hey, I didn't know the cameras were on. I just got finished with the toilet. I didn't, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody's interested in that. Let's be prepared. Let's be careful. It's not financial advice. This is what you're listening to. This is who I am. This is who we are. I'm not a meme. Look, at nothing wrong with memes and things like that and playing around with DeFi. I have memes. Look, I don't say I don't have memes. I do. I have literally, I think, 6 or 7. All right, maybe I have like 8 or 9. Powerful memes, and I have meme coins, and I also have some powerful positions in memes. Okay, still some Doge, not so powerful as before. I took a lot of profit on Doge last time around when it did its thing. It is what it is. All right, quite a bit of sheep though, enough to pee sheep all over the place. Quite a bit of smooth love potion. Axie Infinity's breeding token, which it doesn't have a fixed supply, but it does not, but that's fine. it jumps. Look at its all-time high. The game's still popular. It's not going anywhere. I believe this bull run, it's only going to be the height of this bull run. It will only be more popular and go past its all-time high last time, and it's got a whatever SLP. Check out Smooth Love Potion. It gets burned every time a new character is breeded on Axie Infinity, the game. So there are a bunch of interesting plays. We can mess around. Yeah, utility is the key. It is. And it is true that the average Joe, let me run through some of Tupaw's comments because you're totally over the target. Tupaws, you're so over the target all the time. Tupaws, you and I got to get some kind of collaborative effort. I got to talk to my guy. We got to figure out how to get you. You got to be in the Patreon, and you could be a free Patreon. I might just pay for your Patreon every month, Tupaws. We're going to have to talk about this. Because of your activity and because of your knowledge and because of your humor and because of your wit in our comment section, you're totally cool. And we're going to have to think about this. We're really going to have to talk about this, Tupaws. You might be joining us in a greater capacity. The average Joe does not have $100. You're so over the target. They absolutely don't. That's absolutely true. Gotcha. You no longer endorse poo-poo coins. Neither do I. I still have them, though. I'm still going to make money on them, dude, okay? That's my stance on it. It just is what it is. Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm not a cool guy, but I'm not endorsing them. I'm not saying go out and get yourself the Shiba. No, it's utility. It's all about utility. Please don't get it twisted, as they say in the barrio. Okay. Here's the deal, though. Tupaws. I'm still playing games with memes, and I'm still making dough with them because I've made so much before, and I know everybody's coming in this time. No offense to the newcomers. They'll be my exit liquidity. That's fine. I'm going to make loads in memes as well. I happened to have enough firepower, dry powder, to be able to buy dips, DCA, and 46 projects, largely were all the ISOs early on. Guys, I'm not kidding. I found the ISOs before anybody ever freaking talked about them on the internet. I'm not kidding. I literally found them 6 or 8 months earlier. My wife's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I already bought them. She's like, I'm like, trust me, it's a thing. That told me. Anyway. We've already heard that story before. It actually is true. We're going to have somebody verify that. But yes, crypto, Tupaws, you're so over the target, dude. Most people don't have $100 in crypto. They don't have $100 to even spend on. Guys, it is utility, freaking utility, right? I mean, those are the winners. And it's not just the ISOs, right? Got your ICPs and there are loads of them, your V-chains, that are powerful utility plays and are not, I get the hiccups at the wrong time. They are powerful utility plays, and guys, they're not even the ISOs with the oh boy. I crack up at this whole thing. I don't know. I'm on here each morning, each night. I'm doing lives. We shot outside. Okay, so here's the day at Crypto Info Blockchain Meetings with Frank the Crypto Tank. You best tap that like and subscribe now, child. Now here's the thing. Getting up at 4:30 a.m. I get this thing cranking. I get material going. I'm ready. I've already got loaded. I have to do this coming up shortly. I've got to preload all the 7 a.m. lives coming up for the next 7 days and get them all into Streamlabs, load them all up, get them all ready. Then what I do is I get myself going with my other company. I've got 2 other companies, actually. I get going with my other primary company that requires me day to day. I also have an Airbnb company as well. That's on Airbnb as well with rentals and things. But so I've got a couple of companies besides this YouTube channel, which I didn't realize was actually going to be a company. It actually is. It's not just kids out there taking their phone with selfies and getting footage of some cats running around the yard with firecracker in their mouth ready to blow off, and then they drop it. I don't know. I'm trying to be fun and creative. I would do no. That's terrible, Frank. Don't say that. I really come on, guys. If you don't think I'm funny, come on. How am I not funny? I feel like I'm really funny. My wife tells me I'm not funny. It hurts me. It hurts. I feel like I'm funny. I think I'm funny. I don't know. YouTube's going to tell me in a year or two once the algorithm actually pushes us out. As of right now, ain't nobody seeing us. I'm doing this for my health. And you guys. The algorithm ain't pushing us out to nobody. You guys see our numbers? I mean, we're doing great for a new channel. But geez, I mean, it takes like a year or two to get things going with this YouTube thing, huh? All right, now look I'm not paying attention to comments like I don't, and I need to. Tupac, Satu coming in here saying, we need to get the whiteboard back again sometime, and don't you worry, we got it. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let's get to Tupac's. Another aspect is nobody really wants to invest in something they've once heard was a scam and they know nothing about. Absolutely, yes. That's kind of like, guys, it's so obvious. All right, let me bring the voice down, okay? And the mood and the tone, the whiteboard's coming out. Guys, it's so obvious that people have not understood what crypto truly is. They have been told a boatload of nonsense about crypto and have bought it. And of course, they're too busy, right? So they're not going to go look. They're not interested. If you're not interested in it, right, you're not going to have something to do with you, really, per se. Like, you're not going to go research it and spend your time on it, are you? Of course not. So they haven't researched it. They don't know really what it is. They're listening to people parroting stuff, and they're listening to hearsay. By the way, they're listening to people they trust who they think know about money parrot things about crypto that are absolute obvious misconceptions and not true, downright not true, particularly about XRP, right, over these years, particularly concerned with the lawsuit. It's enough to have anybody be like, oh, see, my buddy was right. Look at the lawsuit on him. Come on. Right? Come on, guys. This is easy to see. We're smart. We're smart, but what are we? Satu, Two Paws, everybody in here. What are we? All my peeps. Are we visionaries? I don't know. I don't know if we're visionaries. I mean, we had the eyes to see this. Hold on, whiteboard coming. Yeah, this is crazy stuff, guys. We're all over this stuff. We're all never financial advice. Those of us who saw this are about to have so much stinking money that we're going to be like just throwing it like confetti, like you saw in the 1929 parades in New York City. You know that shit's right too. Whiteboard. This guy's discombobulated. He's all over the place. I know you can't see it. I have the date up top. My camera's not high enough, which is fine. I do have the date up top. We've got a blank whiteboard. Hang on. Let me get this UFO off my screen. She's busting through the space-time continuum. You see that? Look at. Oh, just dipped out of reality, that UFO. Okay, here's the deal. Let's get to it. Now, yeah, for sure, Two Paws. And Satchel, here comes the board. Now, when it comes to this board, here comes this episode right now where I could put anything on this board right now. I've got about 50 things I want to put on this board. XRP centric, of course. I can think of about 20 to 50 things. It's quite a range, right? Satu says, we are unconventional thinkers or philosophers. While most people accept common statements like magic internet money, we need to know how it works. Exactly, Satu. And that's why, I hope I'm saying your candle correctly, pronouncing it correctly. That's why we're doing this thing, and it's freaking hilarious because we're all about to crush this thing, and hats off to you guys in the comments because I love it that common people, me, common people, right, retail, are ready to rock the house and actually beat institutions to the punch. Hilarious. Two Big Paws says, LOL, these are not the crypto you're looking for. Yes, no, they are not. Oh my gosh. Hey, here's the thing, Two Paws. Jedi mind trick only work on the weak-minded. I know you weren't putting one on me. I'm trying to be fun. Trying to be fun, running with it. Love the Jedi mind trick reference. Here's the deal. Watch, putting this up. Hold on. What? Is he doing that thing again? Yes. Oh, here he goes with this light switch thing again. Believe it or not, we could make that panel, this light switch panel, actually, it could keep going on and on and on with all of the catalysts that are about, we do, I keep saying it, but we do have the lapel coming. All of the catalysts that are going to flip these light switches so fast and so hard that they're going to actually short circuit the whole system. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to fill in just a couple, but we already know. I mean, guys, just for starters here, right? You got 401k, Trump signing executive order. You got Ripple's case over. You got Project Crypto. You got yourself XRP ETF inflows coming. You got pro crypto White House. You got silly acquisitions left and right that absolutely make sense on the chessboard. Holy cow, companies make moves, but Ripple makes moves the way I would make moves because I got cojones. And with my businesses, I make moves the way Ripple does. They remind me of me. They're larger and huger and bigger and better than me. They remind me of me. I'm not kidding. That's why I love Ripple. I play, and they play ball up and up, and they're very transparent and very fair, and they don't apologize for being better than their competition, and neither do I. So there you go. That's the way I play ball, and I don't need to apologize. Why would I? I've earned it. So has anybody else who's become a master at whatever they're doing. So, guys, with kindness, of course. We want to be kind and we want to be humble, right? Of course we do. Nobody likes a big ego jerk, right? We want to be kind. We want to be intelligent. We want to be humble. We want to be careful. We want to be cautious, right? Yeah. We want to be fair, of course. We want to be as intelligent and aware as we can be and honest as we can be with ourselves and everything we're doing. And these are the best crypto, in my opinion, not a financial advisor, the best any investor, but particularly in the crypto space, are those who have the vision to see the future. Us, those who are truthful, intelligent, honest, real. I don't know this. I need to know more. Good researchers. Get into the minutiae perhaps a little bit. Might have a little bit of ADD or ADHD. Fine. No worries. I don't know. Maybe not. A little bit obsessive, though, right? About the minutiae and the details. That's us. That's us crypto folk. We about to be super rich. Not financial advice. We're about to be wealthier than who knows what. Guys, I got to tune out here. This has been a long time. You guys got to enjoy your Saturday night. So do I. All right, I said, come on, are you about done yet? All right, let me get back to these comments before we get out because I'm having too much dang fun. I think XRP is the least bot heavy crypto out there, says Sachu. You could be correct about that. I think they're all equally controlled. Says two paws to Sachu. They all move in unison with they do, don't they? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I feel like all this stuff is all kind of being. I agree with you guys. I think this stuff. So are we being nuts? I don't know. Maybe we are. I'm not a financial advisor. I think this stuff is being suppressed, like the biggest beach ball underneath the largest, deepest body of water you ever freaking saw, like this. And sooner or later, it's going to just pop and just that ball is going to shoot like a freaking missile, like 10,000 feet in the air. Okay. All right. That's what I'm seeing. It is kind of wacky, isn't it? I got to finish up these comments though. I cannot not do the comments. Yeah, true. But you go arbitrage, trading bots are wired to sell. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, it is true, Sachi. You are right on that. He says exactly. I mean, controlling the majority of supply. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, right on, Tupa. Tupas. You are. I think you're over the target with that. Sachu and Tupas know what you both are saying there. I'm hearing you both. Guys, I think we are about to see one of the largest Cambrian explosions in any asset class going. Okay. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. I think we are. It's going to be larger, in my opinion, than the internet explosion or the cell phone explosion, right? The mobile explosion. The rails are laid by both of the aforementioned to have crypto ride on top of them, along with AI interface moving forward, which is creepy and weird. Right? It's very matrixy and strange. But this is what we're going for. This is what we're in for moving forward, in my humble opinion. What do I know, right? Contractor turned financial dude. What do I know? But that's what I'm thinking. I think we're ready to see it. Yeah, I think we, yeah. Tupaz says banana zone. As Rao might say, banana zone. Yes, we are about, just don't walk this up. Just stick with your regulars. Stick with the Bitcoins and your Ethereums and your Solaners. Okay, fine. You want to mess around with the Dino coins? Fine. He turned tail on that one, remember? That was funny. BTC is already Napster. We are Netflix. Yeah, totally, dude. No doubt. Who's going to be the BlackBerry then? BTC? Yeah. And Ethereum. Take your pick. But that's going to take a few 5 years. Nothing wrong. That's going to take a few 5 years. I have a feeling it'll be Ethereum. Will be the BlackBerry. Bitcoin, I think, will always stay in its lane as the store of value and hold as 21 mil ever created. Do not think we're going to get a funny. Remember Jurassic Park when Dennis, the dude from Seinfeld, which is Newman from Seinfeld, remember in Jurassic Park when that thing pops up on a screen? It's like that stupid little cartoon and shit. Is that what's going to happen? Is Satoshi coming back and is going to have that little cartoon pop up? Like, I tricked you all. Satoshi. Stuff ain't worth crap. Does this little laughing, looping little stupid little thing, cartoon. Anyway, yeah, I'm having a blast. We're having a blast. I got to get out, though. You guys are going to have an awesome Saturday night. I know you are, or wherever you are on the planet, by the way. Why am I saying that? Enjoy the rest of your time that you're awake until you go to sleep. How about that one? I don't care where you are in the world. Tupac says, I think they will all last. BTC has as an antique. Yeah, Ethereum has layer 2, keeping it alive. Maybe, perhaps. Yep. They'll keep propping it up. The layer 2s. XRP dominating. Yeah, I think so. Yep. You guys are awesome. You're welcome. And thanks for coming in, guys. Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Tap that like and subscribe down below and tap the Caleb link. And Tupaz and Sachu and everybody who's in. Thank you for coming into the stream. The stream? Thanks for coming into the stream. You guys are awesome. I'm having a blast. I know it's another job for me doing this. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of joy. And I really mean that. It is a lot of joy. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. You guys have an interesting and fun rest of the time you are awake, because it could be night or morning or afternoon. And I'll check you. Colorado time, 7 a.m. Wait, tomorrow's Sunday, 9 a.m. Colorado time, Mountain time. All right, you guys have a good eve. See ya. Tupaz, everybody. Sachu, thanks for coming in. Peace out. Yeah, just peace out.